Alright, y'all, welcome to Desert Armory and More. We're going to assemble this 12 gauge shotgun. Alrighty, so with the barrel, we've got good old butt, forearm, and some parts. This one I've been working on. I finally got it to fit and lock in here properly. It's not the prettiest. I'd love to fill that in a little bit more. If you got any pointers, let me know. Anyways, thank you guys. Alright, so first, what we need to do is connect all the stuff to the receiver here. So, let's dump out that stuff. All them goodies. The only thing we don't have is a spring for the brake lever here. We have to find that yet. But we will assemble it anyways. Alright, so let's slide this up on top. Slide it back. Put the screw in there. We can't put a screw in yet because we've got to put all the trigger set in there. Let's see here. Put that little booger in. Probably have to use one of these little guys. I need to get myself some skinnier screwdrivers. Like that are a smaller, like a smaller, like skinnier width-wise. I think this one was, and then it snapped off maybe? I'm not sure. Try to get this started at least. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yep, got it started. So we should be able to get it in through. This one I think skinnier, so we get it in better. Possibly. There we go. Alright. Let's see, this one should go. This one goes up through the top here, down through the butt. Shove that one down in, get the thread started. I'm going to have to use this one because it's way skinnier. Or I should say a little skinnier. Get it started in there. Got to get the threads put in. There we go. They grind these heads crooked on purpose so they go flat with the curvature of the gun. Ooh, there's some thunder, folks. And they make it so that once they're tight, they're actually clocked, if that makes sense. So we don't have the spring for this to fling it back, but eventually we'll do something of the sort. Alright, now I believe we can put this on now. The trigger guard. You could put it on now, or I could have put it on before, because it does get in the way sometimes of these triggers. But we should be able to get it on. There we go. We got to watch out. If you pull on this too hard, this little tongue right here will snap off, and that happened to one of mine. Started doing that. All right. Let's see. This one should be a wood screw. See if there's timing marks on this one. Yes. That screw looks too small for that though. Alright, this one goes here because it's domed like this, so it's specifically for this, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Because they ground it to the. Well, maybe not. Ah, that's actually this one, I think. Yeah, that one's that one. Alrighty. Tap it down. It's got to go down farther than that, folks. Is it not lined up quite right? I don't want to hit it too hard where it breaks something. Okay, well, that one's being a little bit problematic. Not sure why. There's not junk on this. It's not bent. See if we can. Might have to loosen up this one we already installed to give us a little bit of play. Because it should slide right in there. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get something to pull that out. Be right back. Get a pair of pliers. All right. I believe I grabbed the wrong one accidentally. If I can get this one out without marring up too much. Well, guys, I hope that I didn't mess this up. Mess the threads up. I don't want to damage the head where you can see it visible. There we go. I think this one's a tick smaller. I think that's the one that's actually supposed to go in there. Yep. They look so much alike, and if you don't put them exactly where you found them, they're kind of a pain to find. Find out where they go. That one's for the to put the locks, the trigger locks back. That one goes a little farther than clocked. Alright. Set that in there. Let's see. This one should go in there, I believe. There we go. Let's see here. Use this one here. It's a little easier to get in there. Alright. I just snapped the tip of that screwdriver off. That one's not quite clocked just because they're all worn, so. Alrighty. Okay, let's put this one back on because we got it clocked now. Sorry, we got that piece back in, I should say, not clocked. Yeah. Alright, there should be one more. This one should go through there, as long as what I just did here doesn't mess it up. Where I boogered up the threads. Oh, whoop, that's the wrong one. It's this wood the wood thread one. That's what I was looking for. There we go. This one's got etching on. Well, that one does too. Okay. Alright, get this thing started. These little screwdrivers, I snapped off the tips on them, unfortunately. Alrighty, let's put the trigger sets in. If I didn't go too far, I don't think I did. Maybe I did. No. Go. Make sure that it sits nice. Alright, stick the other one through. That, and this goes straight on through to the other side. Tie the two sides together. One of these for my 10 gauge, the bolt it's missing. See how it has like two sides to that slot? It's missing one of the slides. I gotta find one of those for the 10 gauge double barrel that's really old. Alright, it's pulling the other side in, which is what we wanted. I'm just gonna get it back in there. I need to invest in some thin screwdrivers that are strong, that won't snap on us. Almost got it clocked. Just a little bit. There we go. So originally these things were broke, as in like they had piles of clay in them. They shook around. But now they hardly do. They're definitely better than they were. Let me tighten this back up. Not sure why it's not loose on us. There we go. Huh, I didn't change the geometry of them, so it might need a little bit of help. I might have put them a little bit deeper than they were supposed to be, maybe? And that's why they're lightly hitting. We'll have to do a little bit of file work on the back side of the bunny ears eventually, but... let's put this in there. Let's see if we can get the extractor. Hopefully not too much crud got in there the other day when I was welding on it. There we go. Fits in there pretty good, I think. Might be a little crooked. The rubber, these handles weren't good for it, so you don't mar it up. Sitting a little crooked. Let's see if I can lightly get that more straight on this corner. Without snapping it or breaking the weld I did on it earlier. That's better. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to put this like this. And just like, let's see, that should work if I let that do the job, but we have to put that set screw back in if we can. Fortunately, the screwdriver got a little boogered up. I don't think it broke, it just bent it. That's the one I used to take it out, I believe. Because it was nice and small, you can get right in there. Straighten up the extractor, it's a little crooked. Won't sit right. If I can get the screw started, we should be nice and proper. Oh, little booger does not want to get started. Still going? Yeah. Maybe it'd help if I put a little bit of oil on it. Let's see if I got some here, guys. No, I had some. Here we go, some Rem oil. That'll work. That'll work for putting on the shaft thing here too. The extractor. So it slides nicely. There we go. Put a little bit on these parts where it slides. Hopefully that helps. Helps a little bit. We hope so. Alright, hopefully we can get this thing back in there. Let's move the box. Where was that? Excuse me. We still have to take it apart sometime and put a new spring in it for that. The barrel crack, whatever you call it. The lever to split it in half. But I hope we can get this in there. Remember, it was kind of a pain to get out. Let's see if I can hold it with the needle nose in place and then through the top. Hook it up through. Why, oh why, buddy? Why you would not go in there? And get it in the hole, but as soon as I start messing with it, it goes all wonky because the screw's all worn out from years and years of use. And then the screwdriver's magnetic, so it just pulls it out when you barely set it in there. That's why I want to use the needle nose to at least get it started, but hold true while I'm trying to get it in there. Wow, guys, this is a little irritating. Somehow it looks like the threads got boogered up, and how though, when that's what I took it out of, and it hasn't done anything since. It's probably why it's not wanting to work right. Oh, come on. You get it in there, and then the magnet from the dumb screwdriver pulls it out. Pulls it out. Remember, it wasn't too hard to get this thing out, so I'm not sure why the threads are all boogered up. Not sure why it's like that. I don't think I can use this one. Maybe I can. It's a really small. Okay, I might have got one thread in. Can't push too hard, otherwise it goes sideways and then the threads don't mirror at all. Hey guys, we got it in there. Yeehaw! See here, making sure it's not too tight. Loosen up a little bit. There we go. Now the extractor slides. See if it actually works. Put the this on. There we go. Nice and smooth. The extractor works now. It kicks it out. It's a little loose yet, but way better than it was. Then tighten that up. The lock is nice and tight. It used to be shaking like a leaf. And we got to do a little work on the hammers just to work. The back side lightly hits on the wood there on both sides. So what we might have to do is bend them out just a whisker, because I'd rather do that than work on the what do you call it? But I'm not sure if I should glue it, guys. I took off the surface rust. Not extremely deep, but you could tell where I did it. Put in the comments if I should glue it or not. They are laminated steel, but they do look like, what do you call it? What do you call that color? They almost look like Damascus barrels. I don't know, guys. Should I re-glue it? The barrel really kind of needs it. The receiver doesn't really. But it'd be nice to kind of keep the whole matching. Put in the comments if I should or not. Anyways, they both lock back. Ooh, that one sounded like it was crispy. There we go. Something got a little stuck there. Yes, if we work down the one side a little bit, bend them out, it'll be fine. And both of the triggers release. The back one's the left, and the front one is the right. It's weird because some of my other shotguns are the other way. This is the one that was supposed to be a 20 gauge, and for some reason it's a 12. But it locks up nice and tight now, so that should be good. Thank you all for coming by to Desert Armory more, and I will do the adjustment of those rabbit ears off camera some other time. But she's essentially done, unless we decide to glue it. If we decide to glue it, put that in the comments. Thank you all, and you all have a blessed day.